Okay.
All right, so basically in order to check in, you have to go to this kiosk right here. I already checked in, but normally what you would do is you would scan your passport. After you scan your passport, it's actually going to have all the information associated with your flight. And luckily I was able to get help from one of the women that were up there. She did speak some English, so it was pretty easy. I tried to speak as much Japanese as I could to her, as much as I know, to make it easy. But as you can see, very, very beautiful airport, very modern architecture. This terminal is actually Terminal 2, so it's international departures. They do have some domestic flights from here, but it's mostly international. Looks like they have a help center over there, or currency exchange. Ah, currency exchange. All right, I'm gonna go to the currency exchange because I actually do need to get some currency. The US dollar has been very strong against these other currencies, just based on the fact that we just had some things going on. So this is the currency exchange. I'm actually going to exchange for some not Singapore dollar. I think I need this new Taiwan dollar. So I'm just only probably gonna do like, I don't know, a couple $100 or so, just because I don't need tons of cash. I'm not gonna be there forever. So I'm going to step in line here. I'm going to exchange and get some cash, and then I'm going through the gate. All right, so I try to do the exchange. However, they don't let you exchange your money directly at most of these currency places here in Japan. They want you to convert to yen, and then you have to convert it again. So basically I have to pay 2 fees. So what I'm gonna do is I'll exchange my money when I get over there. It looks like they have flights for Munich, New York, amongst other places here. And then they're giving you instructions. This is just so high tech. It's just out of this world. So they have going to Singapore, Shenzhen, Bangkok. I cannot read kanji, so I will not be able to tell you what that is. Let's wait for them to switch it back over. New York JFK, Taipei, that's where I'm headed, Seoul, Honolulu, Frankfurt, Sydney, Vienna, another New York, Munich, Jakarta, Bangkok, and Singapore. So they give you instructions over there. Security desk, check-in. They make things so, it just is so high tech over here. They tell you what's restricted up here. This is definitely one of the best airports in the world, if not the best port in the world. Okay, I'm gonna go up here through this security. I'm gonna stop recording because usually these people don't like you to record when you're actually going through security. But I just want to give you one more look of inside Terminal 2, second floor. I'd imagine they have some food up there or something, possibly, or I don't know. I see kind of waiting area, but all right, I'm gonna head in through the security right now. Okay, so I just actually went through immigration and security. Looks like they have a place over here to exchange currency. Like I said, I'll probably just wait because they're gonna want to make me convert my money to yen first and then to that new Taiwan dollar, apparently. So I'm just gonna keep going over here. Very quiet in here today. Looks like they have some lounges up there. And this is the information board. So I will actually be going to gate 73. I'll be on this flight right here, Taipei. Looks like they have some lounges over here for the high status people. And then what airport would be complete without some type of shopping? Looks like they have some luxury brands in here that you could take advantage of. What airport would be complete without some artwork? This says Mount Fuji seen from the Senju Pleasure Quarter. The Katsushika Hokusai, 36 views of Mount Fuji. A work from the early Tenpo era, 1830 to 1834. If you want to read that, you can pause the video. They have all the fragrances here. Fragrances, skincare. I don't think I need any of this stuff over here. But again, if you want it, they got it over here. It looks like they got the Breitling store over there. If you want to go blow a couple of bands on a watch. An amazing view over there of Tokyo across the Tokyo Bay. And then down here, this is the boarding area. This is so nice, so clean, such a great experience. I've actually flown out of Narita a couple of times, but after I've flown in and out of Haneda, it's like I'd rather spend the extra money and just fly from Haneda. It's just such a nice experience. Alright, looks like this is a Pokemon vending machine. I think what comes out of here is stuffed animals, but I do not know for sure. But it looks like almost everything is sold out over here. Yep, I guess everything is sold out. Pokemon vending machine. I don't know if you'll find this in the US. Probably not going to. Over here they have like vending machines for everything pretty much. So I'm just taking a spin around here just to kind of get a look and see what's going on. I'm waiting for this lady to tell me I can't visit. Okay, so that area is closed back there, which is fine. I knew she was going to tell me that anyway, but all right, I'm going to go back down here and see what they have down here. All right, so it looks like down here, this is where I'll actually be going, towards this way. Looks like they got some restaurants down there. I don't know. I might check in over here and see. Looks like pretty kind of standard food. Over here. Looks like they have some type of Otani cutout here. So I don't know how I match up. I think Otani's like 6'3", 210, kind of slender, but obviously athletic and able to do amazing things. All right, I'm gonna go check out this currency exchange right here. But interestingly enough, all the garbage has to be separated here. I did a video before on how we separate the trash, but I'm actually going to hit up this currency exchange right here and then exchange some yen to whatever new Taiwan dollar. Okay, so I just went to the currency exchange, and just to give you an idea of what this would be, so close to like $130, maybe $140 right now converts into 20,000 yen. 20,000 yen, and then that 20,000 yen converts into 3,600 new Taiwan dollar. So if you check out this receipt, you can see I gave them 20,000 yen, and then they exchange it. They take their fee, obviously, and then they exchange that into the 3,600 new Taiwan dollar. For those folks that are curious, so roughly 140, close to that, US dollars turns into 20,000 yen. And then that 20,000 yen converts into 3,600 new Taiwan dollar. So the lady told me that this is probably going to be like about $130, $140. Now, it's worth noting that when you actually make this exchange, you can only convert this to this, and then you would have to convert this money to this money. You cannot, here in Japan, go straight from the US dollar, bypass the yen, straight to any other currency. You have to have yen if you want to go to any other currency directly. They don't do that. So all right, I went down to the boarding area, checked that out. This area is kind of emptied out. It looks like most of the people jumped on their airplanes and left. I just put in an order for this fried chicken over here. Fried chicken is called karagi, and then I got some garlic rice from this place. I'm waiting for them to put my order together right now. Just getting some food because I don't think I'm gonna like whatever the choices were for me to purchase on flight. All right, it looks like they're beeping me right now to come pick up my food. I'll go pick up this food right now over here, and then get ready to board this airplane. I think it's a 4-hour flight to get there, so I need to get some food. Let me see if I can get this to go. All right, so I picked up the food. I made the mistake and didn't tell them to get it to go, but I got this fried chicken, and then this it looks like it's garlic fried rice with chicken. I wanted some spring rolls, but it had pork in it, and I really don't like to eat a lot of pork, so I decided to go with this other fried rice, I guess. All right, so I'll be boarding down there at gate 63. It looks like the boarding is actually going to start in just a few minutes here, so I will see y'all on board this plane. All right, so I just went through the boarding. You actually have to scan your boarding pass, and then they've got facial recognition. So they have two different ways. The business class goes that way. I'm economy. Kind of a nice jet bridge down here. They actually have windows on the jet bridge. I don't think they have any windows on the jet bridge in the US. Not at any of the airports I've been to so far. Just gonna stop and give you guys a look over there so you can see what that looks like. Over here, that's the airplane. And then I'm just gonna jump go into my seat. Alright, so I just got back here. I'm all the way at the back of the plane. They had me closer up in the middle, but I need this window seat because I might have to take a nap. Come on here. So I'm taking ANA, or ANA airline. Apparently this is the Inspiration of Japan. It says it's a Star Alliance member, so I'll assume that's maybe United Airlines affiliate or something like that. And then I'm not sure what this is down here. It looks like some kind of remote control or something like that. It's looking kind of dirty down here a little bit, so not what I would expect here in Japan, but it looks like they give you some complimentary headphones in case you want to watch a movie or something like that. I think I mentioned this before, but the flight is actually going to be 4 hours, and I'm more than likely going to end up, I'm gonna crash out. It's been kind of rough on me over here. I'm not on this schedule to be sleeping through the night regularly, so sometimes I'm just catching a nap here, catching a nap there, pretty much just catching sleep when I can. is an introverted country, but there's not one person. I don't see one person talking. That's definitely a big difference from any flight you would take in the US and probably Europe, and I don't even know what other country you could go to where nobody is saying a word on the entire flight. Like nobody.
We are now ready for takeoff. Please make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
各位贵宾，飞机即将起飞，请您再次确认是否确实系好安全带，谢谢。
All right. It's showtime. It's our turn to take off. Perfect day for a view from the airplane. Looks like there's some fishing boats and then some container shipping boats. Out here on Tokyo Bay. After you leave the city. Lots of green, lots of trees, lots of farmland. Maybe it's the sea of Japan, I don't know. I'll have to look it up on the map. are that patch of clouds in the middle. That's an island, and then down over here, that's an island, and then right there, that's another island. I'd imagine that these would still be Japanese territories.
luggage in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you.
Seems like we just hit a bunch of
Please refrain
turbulence
from
just
using the
now.
lavatory. Thank you.
It's getting a little bit rough right now. Looks like I guess we're in the clouds. I don't know what the weather is over here, but it does not look sunny like it was when I left Tokyo. Destination. 15 minutes to go. Lots of turbulence. Tapei.
系好安全带，请您将椅背竖直，餐桌、脚踏板、座位电视遥控器等收回原位，并请勿使用洗手间。谢谢。
Definitely looks heavily populated. Lots of tall buildings. Not as much tall buildings as Tokyo, but still looks like a lot of tall buildings. What happens is we fly in and then go almost to the coast, and then we turn back around so that we can probably line up with the runway that we need to land on. Oh, there's lots of tall buildings down there. Not many houses, just big residential buildings. Looks very foggy. So if this fog will clear, we can get a picture of the coast over there. So this definitely appears to be a lot more countryside. Videoing, recording right now. I'll be back once I get on the ground or in the airport. heavily populated than almost any place you'd find in the US. I mean, even California does not look like this heavily populated. Densely populated, I'll say. Because out here there's lots and lots of bigger buildings, taller buildings. I don't even think New York looks like this. New York and the densely populated areas, there's tall buildings, lots of tall buildings, but as you get away from the city center, it's not really as much. It's more housing, and the houses only go up so high. But over here, like from all of you, I can see buildings that are like 20, 30 stories, some maybe 40. And this just appears to be all residential, mainly residential housing. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a shrine or a temple, maybe. Okay, alright, I'm gonna stop recording. Alright, we're on the ground. They said no video from above the airport, but I don't even think you could see the airport based on the cloud cover that we have today.
皆様、台北ファンション空港に着陸いたしました。ただいまの時刻は3時12分です。ベルト着用サインが消えるまでシートベルトをお締めになったままお待ちください。物入れを開けた時に手荷物が滑り出る恐れがありますのでお気をつけください。この先、電波を発する電子機器もご使用になれますが、携帯電話での通話は周りのお客様のご迷惑になりますのでお控えください。皆様、ANA とスターアライアンスパートナーのコードシェア便をご利用いただきましてありがとうございました。次のご搭乗もお待ちしております。どうぞお体に気をつけてお元気でお過ごしください。Dear passengers, we have landed at Taipei
Okay, so there's the biggest, one of the biggest buildings
Taipei is
back there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Take care when opening the overhead compartment as baggage may fall out. From now on, you can use electronic devices starting the radio waves. However, please refrain from talking on cell phones out of consideration.
等候。稍后打开上方行李架时，请小心，避免行李滑落。您现在可以开始使用包含行动电话等所有电子电器类产品，但请您暂时不要使用通话功能，以顾及周围其他贵宾的权益。飞机将停靠在国际航厦第4号停机位。再次感谢您今日搭乘 ANA 与星空联盟公司的代码共用班机，我们衷心期待您的再次光临。祝您有个美好的夜晚，谢谢，再会。
Based on how this looks on the outside, I'm not really expecting this to be that modern of an airport, but we'll see. Alright, so I just got off the plane. go up an escalator over here to arrivals. Taipei International Airport. Looks like there's stuff in Japanese, so they're catering to the Japanese people here. Very, very nice view. Ooh, this plane's looking kind of old. These hangars are looking old over here. Alright, surprisingly it does look a little bit more modern inside here. Pretty much one of the last people getting off the plane. I was in the back anyway, so I figured I'll just take my time. That way I can get a nice video and a nice view. It's kind of chilly in here. Maybe it's because it's humid outside. I don't know. Maybe it's hot and humid, but it's definitely not sunny. This is one of those airports where you have to walk like 2 miles. I could already tell it looks like it's about a quarter of a mile just to get down to the end. But it's okay, it's good exercise for me. They got the AC on blast in here. It's very chilly inside this hallway. I don't think they have tons of flights today because all of these other gates appear to be closed. Warning. They're saying do not bring this stuff in. Illegally bringing meat products will be fined at least. Ham, sausage, meat, jerky, soft-boiled egg. I don't know. I didn't finish that chicken from before. I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue. I don't want no problems at customs. I do not want to have to pay no fines to these people. Any meat products. Do not import meat illegally. If you receive meat or avian egg without a clear source of origin, please throw it away. Okay. Alright, I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. It's definitely all Asian people out here. There is not one person of color. Not like I was expecting that anyway, but The little beauty products over here. Tobacco and liquor. Fine tobacco and liquor, it looks like. Ooh, they got that Hennessy on deck over there. Remy. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know exactly what the brands are like that, but okay, I'm gonna stop videoing right here. So I have to find out if this stuff in my bag is gonna get me in trouble or not. So I'll be back. Okay, just made it through customs. Going downstairs to arrivals. I'm gonna ask them about this prepared meals. Let me double check, get my food out and make sure it's not gonna be a problem. Okay, so I just went through the spot where you have to declare if you have food. The chicken was not okay, so I had to throw that away. It's no big deal. It wasn't that expensive anyway, so now I'm getting in this line of nothing to declare. And I think after this, I'll be able to exit, but it's really strict over there. You can't bring any kind of food in here at all. Alright, let me slide back here. There's so many people over here, you don't never know where the line ends at. It's like a pretty small airport. Alright, I'm gonna come back in a couple minutes after I get through this last part of customs. Alright, so I just made it through customs. I have nothing to declare. Now I'll be going out of this exit over here. And I see Ruby over here waiting for me. So I'm gonna stop the video right now.